Good morning to all traders and welcome to the Markets and Waves. Stavros Tousios here, the 30th of August today, and the month is about to finish. It's actually finishing tomorrow. End of month flows are expected to be seen. We saw some end of week flows last week, and they seem to be offering pretty much a continuation for the month as well. I think this is probably just like pricing in that August is going to be offering some sort of move to the downside here, at least on the index and other, and depending on how this affects different markets, of course. And we're looking into getting to September. September is the last month for Q3, and then we'll go to Q4. So September is going to be an important month as well. Institutions return from the holiday of August as well, and we might see some volumes increasing. Now, DXY, Euro dollar, Pound dollar, we're going to do the oil and also gold. As said last time, I think it was on Friday, we're looking at this flat pattern here. That keeps changing color, and I don't know why. It's just becoming a bit annoying. Let's see. Okay, just stay there. Maybe, no, that would be a different look, but anyway. So we've got this red going. Okay, let's check. So we're talking about this, a flat pattern, yeah. And we're looking for the impulse. The impulse started, okay. To me, that looks like a small correction here and continuation to the downside. The first strong level to meet obviously is the 9250, and then we're looking at the 9220, which is a confluence between the 100 Fibo extension of the downside, the bearish leg, and wave C. Okay, and why, you might ask, we'll have wave C? Well, we still don't know if that's finished, right? Maybe we'll have 1 and 2, and we're going to go 3, 4, and 5, right? We would not know that. So that's the reason. Only when we break the previous wave is going to be really a validation of the continuation to the downside. And I'm looking at 1618 extension of 1 and 2, which is around the 9162 for minute wave 3. And from there, of course, we'll move lower down for the 2 and 2618. 2 and 2618, 2382 as well is so it's one that we shouldn't really ignore. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for, this particular one. We do see some slight divergence here to the upside on the RSI MACD, but I think this is not going to be really holding much longer. I think this relationship is going to break fairly soon. Now on Euro dollar, we were looking at this move to the upside to break the fresh highs. The impulse we're expecting to break, well, the impulse started. This is wave 3, guys. We know it by the volumes. Okay, you always have to look at volumes. This is our wave 3. Volumes are increasing wave 3 most of the time. Wave 5, they start going lower down. Okay, so that's my wave 3. Which means this is the 1. Okay, this is 1 and 2, and that's my 3. So this is like a 3 of the 3. Okay, that's why we see increasing volumes. You might ask, why don't you put wave 1 up here and wave 2 down here, or maybe that's like a running flat? Well, I don't think that's the case, guys, because first of all, we have a sort of W, X, and Y over here probably. So if you want to do that, and ABC, and then what? A, B, C, it just looks a bit weird to also combination for a flat. Okay, a flat has to be ABC, ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the first wave cannot be a leading diagonal. Okay, it cannot. So obviously here we don't have a leading diagonal in 2, we have a W, X, and Y. Okay, which again, we have to have an ABC for a flat. And also we've got this, which looks a bit corrective. It doesn't look like a 5-wave move. We can have an ending diagonal and wave C of a flat, but that doesn't look like an ending diagonal for sure. Okay, so that's why it's here. Okay, that's why it's here. Plus, the correction in these 4 and in these 2 are much more closer to what this correction would be. It cannot be like wave 4 or something, it's too big to be part of this particular move. So we're looking at next medium, short to medium, 119 even. Okay, the next level up is 118.30, but we need to stay above 118 obviously. The most important level that we need to stay above is the 117.65. Okay, so a correction can be expected, but for now internally as well, 117.73 will be my lowest for this potential scenario to the upside to be validated. Okay, now look at this. We're looking at wave 3. Perhaps we're going to do the 38.244 and then continue higher up, which is exactly at the previous wave 1. Okay, so 117.80. The question is, are we even going to go down? Well, I think we are. Volumes are very low. Very low. We do see a slight signal here on the MACD, I would say, but I don't think this is going to last. Similarly to the DXY. Pound is moving up nicely as well. We are also here in wave 3. You can see that clearly by the volumes, which means a continuation for 4 and 5. It's imminent. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Who knows? We're going to see how this plays out, but you can see that, you know, we could, if we have a 5-wave move up here, guys, things are going to start getting a bit interesting, because obviously we cannot have 3 over here, right? But if we get 5 waves here, we'll have to change that to a lower degree down and move this as 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 potentially, if that continues higher up. And this is the main scenario, right? But if we stop around that level, okay, which is a 61.8 Fibo extension of the move to the downside, right? Then it's very likely that this is an ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a flat. So that is going to be W and X, and we're going to get a wave 4 down here for wave Y. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? It's going to be a 333. Okay, it is a possibility, but for now not highly probable. Okay, for now we go with there is more upside coming. Okay, RSI MACD, no signals. Actually there is a slight sort of bearish divergence here, but I think this is going to die out fairly soon as well. Oil moves up. Our first and second wave are done. The 67 retest has worked for now, at least. It looks like we might have wave 1 and 2 here. Internally, we might get 3, 4, and 5. But you see, we need the volumes to increase. In all the other cases we saw, the volumes increased in 3. This is the first wave of the 3. So if this is the second one, volumes are falling naturally. We need to see increasing volume and move to the upside for this to continue higher up. Otherwise, it might just be, you know, some sort of gradually coming up and become an ending diagonal, because ending diagonals won't have much volume, which means that would be an ABC instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So look at the volumes, guys. Now, if we look at the momentum profile as well and the strength, yeah, over here you see that this signal is a bit stronger, okay, compared to the others at least, right? So oil may be due for a correction, okay? Maybe our wave 2 is going to go a little bit low and then we'll get 3. We need to see the volumes increasing. Don't forget that for wave 3, right? So is this like a possible... You see, no, it's not. 138.2 was done. So what if my one, that's one, you see, it's just the corrections don't make sense because they need to fit in the same degree, guys. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe perhaps this is an ending diagonal, like a very short one over here, but then it doesn't look like one. Okay, so remains to be seen. For now, I remain mixed over here, guys. Okay, let's be mixed and we'll see how this plays out. 2 and 3 to the upside of B and C, W, X, and Y finished, or we might get the X and the Y for and the Z for a 111. Okay, and gold is doing its thing. I'm happy about gold. Everybody was bearish for a while. I didn't turn bearish. Anyway, first done. Look at this volume is increasing. This is the third wave again. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. And we expect the fifth one. I don't want to see, obviously, the 1806 breaking. That would be an invalidation. It could perhaps be a case where that's ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my wave 2 is going to be here. There will be no surprise. Actually, the probabilities are quite high. Yeah, and we'll move higher up. But the thing is that this is a wave 3, guys. It's not a wave C. It looks like and acts like one. So I expect this 18.6, actually 18.10, I will be much more inclined to hold, yeah, because that's my wave one. It doesn't mean anything because it is not in the same degree, but it would be much better if we kept above that wave one prices, yeah, and we'll continue higher up. Obviously, the alternative always in place, yeah. ABC, ABC, ABC. We're gonna get the second wave lower down, but as I said before, I mean, we don't even have much left here. Okay, we don't even have much left here to correct lower down to, unless if that would be some sort of ABC, ABC again, and we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 a flat, similar to the pound, obviously in a much bigger scale over here. Because every time we guys see our first wave being like 90% retraced by the second, yet then you know that a flat is also in the cards. Okay, so that's gonna be all for today. I hope you do have a nice start to the trading week. Be cautious. It's the last. We'll have one more day for August to close, and likely to see volatility and volumes increasing. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we'll speak again tomorrow.